Tissues? Check. Drink? Check. Yeah, so, hi. This is a very impromptu video. I'm sure the title and probably the thumbnail give away what this is. Basically, I am going to react to the first Lord of the Rings movie, The Fellowship of the Ring. Now, before any of you get too excited, and before we go any further, I just want to say this is not a first time watch. I did watch this back in, I want to say it was somewhere around 2004, so it's like nearly 20 years ago. The reason why I want to rewatch it now is because I've literally just finished reacting to The Rings of Power, and I really enjoyed it, but I could only remember certain parts of the movies. Now, I'd read the books as well, like years and years ago, but like I said, while I remembered some parts of it, there was a lot I didn't remember. So I just thought it would be fun to jump in and watch the movies. So yeah, like I said, this isn't a first time reaction. You know, there's definitely a lot I do remember, but there were things that were brought up in The Rings of Power which I felt I should know, and I didn't. So whether the movies are going to give me sort of any answers to that, I don't know. And I do appreciate that the people that made The Rings of Power were using a different source material, I believe, than the movies, because they didn't have all the rights to a lot of the material, whereas obviously I believe that Peter Jackson did. So there is obviously that as well. But yeah, I just thought it would be fun to jump in. I never was planning on reacting to movies on this channel. Depending on how well this one's received and, you know, obviously how much fun I have watching it, then I'll probably react to the other two movies as well. But again, you know, sort of seeing how that goes, I might do more movies in the future. I think, you know, as far as the channel goes though, you know, I definitely want to prioritise TV shows, honestly. But that's obviously for another time, so we're obviously here for the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go at all, but yeah, let's jump in, I think, and get on with it.
I feel it in the earth.
Why do I feel like I'm going to cry in this already? Oh, that music, good lord. Makes me want to...
It began with the forging of the great rings. 3 were given to the elves, 7 to the dwarf lords, and 9 rings were gifted to the race of men.
Okay. That was one of my questions with the Rings of Power.
In the fires of Mount Doom.
It is Mount Doom. Yeah.
A last alliance of men and elves marched against the armies of Mordor.
There he is! Agent Smith! Now that's Elrond, isn't it? Oh crap.
When all hope had faded, that Isildur, son of the king, took up his father's sword.
Isildur? That can't be the same guy. Jesus.
Sauron was defeated. The ring passed out of all knowledge. Until...
Gollum. Because didn't he used to be a hobbit? And that's literally what the ring's done to him. Or am I misremembering that? Now, I'm pretty sure that the stranger in The Rings of Power was Gandalf. Just the way he was talking at the end, he sounded quite well-spoken and stuff.
A wizard is never late, Frodo Baggins.
It's wonderful to see you, Gandalf.
I don't think we hear where Gandalf came from in the movies. I could be wrong, though. So I might not get that answer in this. I don't know. As to who the stranger was in The Rings of Power, I mean. This makes me want to be a hobbit. And it would make sense why he's obviously sort of befriended the hobbits, because obviously of Nori and them saving him when he landed, you know, when he was in the man meteor, if it was him. is this making me want to cry already? I think it's like a combination of the music and thinking of Nori and the Stranger.
Dear Gandalf.
Good to see you. Just tea, thank you.
The hobbits in the Rings of Power were travelling around a lot, weren't they? They were like a travelling people.
Oh, right.
So I'm guessing sort of in the sort of since then they've kind of settled, obviously because they've got villages now.
Gandalf, my old friend. This will be a night to remember.
Let me jump.
Go on, Sam. Ask Rosie for a dance.
Whoa.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now. Goodbye.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever. What about this ring of yours? Is that staying too?
Yes, yes.
Bilbo, the ring is still in your pocket.
Yes. Bilbo! Bilbo! He's gone, hasn't he?
The ring is yours now.
Where are you going?
There's some things that I must see to.
What thing?
Questions that need answering.
He's gonna go and find out about the ring. See, what I don't remember is who the antagonist of this is. I thought it was Sauron, but if he's already dead at this point, is it Saruman? Saruman? Is it him that does the big, eye thing? Because that's Mount Doom, obviously the volcano that erupted at the end of the Rings of Power.
Year 3434 of the follows the account of Isildur, High King of Gondor.
Is it the same as Isildur? Can't be though, because Isildur died. Oh, it's the riders, isn't it? I had actually forgotten about them. Like the faceless people.
What are you doing?
He's looking out for the markings, isn't he?
There are markings.
This is the One Ring, forged by the Dark Lord Sauron.
Sauron was destroyed.
No, Frodo. His life force is bound to the ring.
Interesting.
Sauron has returned.
Yes! To be clear, I'm not happy that Sauron is going to plunge the world into complete darkness or anything. It's just...
But it cannot stay in the Shire.
No! No, it can't. You must leave, and leave quickly.
Where? Where do I go?
Get out of the Shire. I'll be waiting for you. At the Inn of the Prancing Pony. I must see the head of my order. He is both wise and powerful.
Saruman.
You'll know what to do. Come along, Samwise.
That sky.
Never put it on, for the agents of the Dark Lord will be drawn to its power. The ring is trying to get back to its master. It wants to be found.
So it wasn't Gandalf. And again, I realise that the Rings of Power, the story from the Rings of Power isn't like canon, because they've had to kind of make stuff up because of not having access to the actual source material, or at least that's what I understand. But it was saying If Gandalf is the stranger in the Rings of Power, then he came from the same place as Sauron? Somewhere far to the east? But yeah, that's kind of partly why I'm curious about Sauron. I want to know more about him because he was kind of a big deal in the Rings of Power, even though we didn't kind of actually meet him until the last episode. Well, you know.
My old friend.
Saruman.
You are sure of this?
So the Ring of Power has been found.
Concealed within his fortress, the Lord of Mordor sees all.
You know this? How? A Palantir is a dangerous tool, Saruman.
There's one of those in the Rings of Power too.
They've reached the Shire.
They will find the ring and kill the one who carries it.
Frodo.
We must join with him, Gandalf.
Sam, we're still in the Shire. What could possibly happen? You've been in the Farmer Maggot's crop! Why so upset? I think we should get off the road.
Yes. Yes. Get off the road.
Get off the road! Quick!
Good grief. No. In that situation, I think I probably would have used the ring to get away from those insects.
Get down!
Buckleberry Ferry, follow me.
I don't remember this bit at all.
Frodo!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We wish to stay at the inn. Our business is our own.
All right, young sir, I meant no offence.
I thought that was, Walder Frey for a second then. Isn't this where we meet Strider, who was played by the actor who I can never remember the name of?
Excuse me.
Good evening, little master.
That man in the corner. Who is he?
He's one of them rangers. They're dangerous folk they are. Round here, he's known as Strider.
Baggins? Sure I know a Baggins. He's over there. Frodo Baggins. Pippin!
Oh yeah, the ring goes on, doesn't it?
You draw far too much attention to yourself, Mr. Underhill.
Who are you?
Let it go! What have you, you saints?
You have a stout heart, little hobbit. You can no longer wait for the wizard, Frodo. They're coming.
Yeah, that would be absolutely terrifying. I'd just be like, take it, have the ring. Yeah, they're sleeping somewhere else, aren't they? Those are stuffed covers, I think. Well, so I think. Obviously the movie carries on for another 67 years, so it's obviously they're not dead.
Where are you taking us?
Into the wild.
We have no choice but to trust him. But where is he leading us?
To Rivendell, Master Gamgee. To the House of Elrond.
Did you hear that?
Oh, I can't wait to see the elves. I want to see if we can see Galadriel. I can't remember if she's in this or not, if she's only mentioned.
We do not stop till nightfall.
What about breakfast?
We've already had it.
What about second breakfast?
What orders from Mordor, my lord? What does the Eye command?
We have work to do.
See, I knew he was a bad guy. Good lord.
This was the great watchtower of Amonsul. We shall rest here tonight.
Where tomato salad? What are you doing? Put it out, you fools! Put it out!
That's nice.
I'm really hungry now. A nice fried breakfast at 11 o'clock at night. See, I'm remembering like a lot of the broad story, but I don't remember like a lot of the details.
He's been stabbed by a Morgul blade. This is beyond my skill to heal. He needs elvish medicine. Hurry!
Butterfly. Is that a butterfly? Or a moth? Flappy.
Mr. Frodo? He's going cold!
What's this? A ranger caught off his guard?
Elf.
Who is she?
Frodo.
She's an elf.
He's fading. We must get him to my father. Naralim, Asvalon. Naralim.
Don't know why seeing an elf makes me want to cry. I mean, in fairness, everything makes me want to cry, so... Doesn't she do something with a river? Maybe it's not her. I might be thinking of a completely different film. Oh god, he looks ill. Ooh, do they not like water? Okay, no, they do like water, that's fine. Very cool. I've got... You probably can't see that, but goosebumps.
No! Frodo, don't give in! Not now!
Yes, a few more hours and you would have been beyond our aid.
Frodo! Sam, bless you, you're awake!
By the skills of Lord Elrond.
Elrond.
Welcome to Rivendell, Frodo Baggins.
Bilbo!
Hello, Frodo, my lad.
Bilbo!
Gandalf, the enemy is moving. Sauron's forces are massing in the east.
And Saruman, you tell me, has betrayed us. This evil cannot be concealed by the power of the elves.
The ring cannot stay here.
Ned Stark!
The time of the elves is over. My people are leaving these shores.
Where are the elves going?
Men are weak. The race of men is failing. Numenor is all but spent.
Numenor. Oh, he looks young, doesn't he? I can't remember who he is. I mean, obviously he's Sean Bean, but like, I mean, I can't remember who he is in this.
You are Isildur's heir. You are not bound to his fate.
So he's Isildur's heir. I don't know if it's the same as Isildur. I'm assuming it must be. Obviously the Rings of Power aren't canon. It's just really cool just kind of seeing the connections there. Or for me it is anyway.
You have only one choice. The ring must be destroyed. The ring was made in the fires of Mount Doom. Only there can it be unmade.
One does not simply walk into Mordor. We're guarded by more than just orcs.
The ring must be destroyed!
And I suppose you think you're the one to do it!
And if we fail, what then? What happens when Sauron takes back what is his?
I will be dead before I see the ring in the hands of an elf!
What happened to Elrond and Durin? I mean, obviously Durin died because elves are long-lived, but I thought there was like an alliance there for a little while at least.
I will take it! I will take the ring to Mordor. Mr. Frodo's not going anywhere without me.
No, indeed, it is hardly possible to separate you, even when he is summoned to a secret council, and you are not. 9 companions. You shall be the Fellowship of the Ring.
Right. Where are we going?
If you're watching this on YouTube, you should see the second part coming up around here right now.